Hey everybody. Okay, this is going to be a mini check-in, super quickie. Let's have a look at what does my viewer's person, what are they dealing with right now on their side of the connection? What is my viewer's person dealing with on their side of the connection? Wow. Okay, the Hierophant in the inverse. This is downloads. So when we get to an impasse in our lives where we don't know which way to go, it's uncharted territory, the Hierophant comes in this position where we're getting direct channeled guidance from higher power. So viewer, your person is at an impasse, a rock and a hard place where the only way that they can go forward in their lives, in this connection, is to draw from a higher template, a higher guidance. How does this relate, or in what specific way does what my viewer's person is going through, how does it relate to my viewer? What is the commonality? We are getting, oh, divine feminine, interesting. So, all right, I'll just read it first. Divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Everything is connected. So, viewer, not all of you are divine feminines, but this divine feminine attribute, essence, energy that is on your side, viewer, is in receptive mode so that your person can activate and follow guidance, and you can receive something that's channeling through them. The high priest to me is channeling. The high priestess doesn't necessarily share what is given. Sometimes it's a non-action, but the high priest, when the high priest activates, there is instruction and prophecy. We've heard that the masculines are going to start opening up their channel and prophesying, and here we have divine feminine in a receptive mode. So whatever's happening on the masculine side, they're stepping into this ambassador from the higher dimensions role and speaking the voice of reason, the voice of love, compassionately. Guidance, higher guidance coming through them. And viewer, you're being asked to receive that right now. What a win-win that is. What does my viewer further need to see at this time? Okay, we've got the Trapped and Powerless card. It came out in the neutral. So what you need to know is what you're going through right now is not as bad as it may seem, viewer. This card has us all up in our heads thinking it's a dire situation. When it comes out in the neutral, it's like, don't forget to take it as a grain of salt. It's not as bad as your overthinking or other factors would have you believe. There's some solace in knowing you're not in this alone, that you've got your masculine here channeling on some dimension into your connection here. That can be in the 5D, it can be in the physical, this can be through direct communication, this can be an energetically felt thing. Regardless, you're meant to help it remove the stress, to encourage you, viewer, that it's not as bad as you think it is, and that there will be a way, and that some of the solutions may actually be channeled through your person. Let's see some emotions coming up that we can look at as confirmations for this happening. Wow, so many. Abundance. Okay, so this is making way for the floodgates of abundance I just heard. This is interesting because divine feminine energy receives that abundance by being open, and this masculine high priest energy is feeding this higher guidance into the dynamic. It's opening the way for abundance. So emotions, finances, foundation. There's something here that is taking out of hardship and overthinking into an easier, more abundant mindset. So this prophetic contribution from the high priest energy is helping set the tone for an increase of prosperity, either emotionally or physically. There's some guidance coming through about that. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So it is a shift in perception. And feminines, you don't have to always give. You can receive, or the feminine can receive, and masculines, there is a channeling that it's not of your ego. It is coming through you, not of you. You are an instrument, a conduit. And the feminine is I heard a landing pad for this right now. So it's a tandem effort where there is a reciprocation, a closed circuit with higher guidance in the mix that's removing turmoil, I just heard, a vote of confidence, and opening these keys of unlimited manifestation. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So there is a very deep surrender, and even that deep breath. We don't need to know how it will all turn out. We just need to keep going bit by bit, one step at a time, one thought at a time, one circumstance at a time. Just receive the answer, having that coming through. We've got masculine and feminine here in a tandem effort to bring through solution and then receive peace of mind, peace in the soul, to move past turmoil into abundance, to remove doubt. What else? Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So this may have to do with cleaning up things from the past, predicaments, stressors, a bottleneck of things that have piled up, circumstances, past choices that are still haunting, so to speak. So it's not about judgment and condemnation. This is about finding solutions. When we are in the limitation of failure, we don't see it as something that can teach us how to succeed. We see it as something ego-aligned, where we use it to define that we are a failure. And it triggers our unlovableness, our unworthiness, unlovableness. Yeah, right. None of us around here are unlovable. And so it's not really failure. It's a lesson and courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So there's something in the facing of it and not hiding behind misconceptions or perpetuating faulty logic. There's an openness, feminines, there's an openness in this energy to receive your masculine's care, support, input, wisdom. I even heard authority. So your masculine may be an expert in some way, and that is just the key that you need at this time. So there's courage to keep going, you know, feminines also, or whomever I'm talking to, my viewer. There are no mistakes. It's all part of the process. And humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So I'm hearing this is just a blip in the radar. You know, we've been seeing tower energy for a little bit, and there hasn't been a whole lot of towers in a long time in my readings that I can recall. And so it does feel as though we're going to be giggling about this kind of blip soon enough. It may end up being one of those markers on the journey that act as a catalyst to bring us more rapidly towards that which we're actually asking for. And now it looks like the two are more aligned in that process than ever before. Ironic. I'm getting there's a bit of an ironic energy that the counterparts here are not seeing how in it together they are at this time. That it's just a resonance. And that in time, it's going to be looked at with a little bit of humor and seen for what it actually is here. Abundance is on the way, everyone. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.